Listen, I'm a Hebrew from the tribe of Judah.
Oh, turn that down.
I ain't no Egyptian, I ain't no Muslim, I ain't no Kabbalist, and I'm definitely no African. Why you born within Islam? You ain't Arab, you're a Hebrew. Man, it's getting crazy everywhere I look. I see you. Some of y'all say you Egyptian, you can't read the hieroglyphics. You don't know what they really say. That makes you religious, cuz you just believing what you heard was right. So why you mad at me for saying I'm an Israelite when I can read the Hebrew? I can see right through you. You want your identity, but you don't wanna be who you are. You wanna shine, you wanna travel around with the philosophy and history you think you found. Well, carbon dated, and we know that's false. So what's the point of all you laughing? You ain't Egyptian, Muslim, you ain't no African. Man, friend, come on, get it right. You're an Israelite, you ain't Egyptian,
Oh, yeah.
Muslim.
All right, folks. Yes.
Well, you are watching, listening, or
Yeah.
being to another episode of Transparency and Merit. I'm JP. We got Brian, aka Santa Daddy.
Yes. The transparency clause is in the house.
Transparency Clause is here.
Yes.
The
So
walking insurance policy that he is.
there we go, Joey.
Yes, sir.
We are. I'm tackling the Hebrew Israelites.
Mhm.
They are
Uh-oh, you're being called out.
fake Santa. Yeah. There we
No.
go. Oh.
No.
Oh. Boo.
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 Boo. Now, Joey.
Boo. All right.
I have dealt with the Hebrew Israelites
In
before.
what context have you dealt with the Hebrew
I
Israelites?
I knew a black. Actually, I knew a real like he was part black and he was part Jewish. But he had his mother had been part of the Hebrew. She had been part of the Nation of Islam, and then she was in the Hebrew Israelites. I think she died actually a Hebrew Israelites. This was one of my other elves. But yeah, they are. Now, look, there are different. Let me just first of all say there are different facets of the Hebrew Israelites. There are some that are not necessarily anti-white and preach anti-white racism. But the ones that I'm talking about, the ones you see on street corners across America and in Europe, by the way, they are rather prominent in the UK, from my understanding. Uh,
I am pretty sure I saw some when I was in Tulsa
oh,
not too
really?
long ago. I'm not sure. I could have sworn, and maybe they caught my eyes because I was right. Who knows?
Well, now they would say, Joey, that you ain't never been a Jew. You're Jewish, but you ain't never been a Jew, and you're nothing but a fake Jew. You're in, if you were Jewish, they would say you are perpetrating a fraud.
I
Um,
would get on my hands and knees and say Hallelujah.
you know what, Joey? Um, So you have no problem. Now, would do you know anyone in your family if they heard these people preaching, saying that the Ashkenazi Jews were fake Jews? Would they have a problem? Are there any Jews in your family?
No, 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 not in my family. But I, I could be wrong. I don't think there are any. In fact, most of the people in my family who have any kind of religious bend to them, they read the Bible.
Or the Torah, you mean?
No, they're not. We're Jewish, but Jewish, not very Jew. We a lot of people in my family are they read the Bible.
Oh, are
King
they
James and yeah.
are, are they Jews for Jesus, Joey?
I don't really know. I don't really care. Most of them are dead. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is a piece of literature, copyrighted, and all that. So I don't believe in anything.
Well, again, I mean, look, you have the right to believe whatever you want.
Well, we do live and I've tweeted this many times that we live in a post-truth world, and the reason that the attendance has waned heavily for decades now at churches. It's for me, from my perspective, it's really a family affair where parents can bond with their children and families can have a place. But as far as the whole idea of belief, I think is slowly eroding. Finally, I think that's important to know, and Roman Catholic Church has done so much to impact all of how we live, at least here in America, but probably worldwide. That I think people are done with the games. Pull up the mask, Santa.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I mean, again, my biggest point is, uh, they believe in their fantasy, and a lot of people, like if you could say religion is fantasy, and it's a belief in the supernatural and all this other stuff. The thing is, they are allowed to go on any street corner in America and preach racial superiority and race supremacy to a degree. Any other group, or if a white group did the same thing in today's world, they stand a good chance of being physically harmed and perhaps even arrested or debanked or whatever. But there is punishment for the other way around. Even addressing real issues with whites, you cannot do. And I say this again: the reason we're having a walk against the woke, December 3rd, is that hypocrisy is abuse. Uh, the world was locked down. The world was, forced to take medicine that what they are economically threatened, threatened with economic damage if you didn't take it. And we couldn't discuss it one way or the other. And they said that some people called it white supremacy, uh, other people called it, disinformation. And who decides what information is disinformation and what information, Joey, is considered too dangerous to talk about openly? I mean, if we talk about things openly, Joey, will Hitler rise from the dead? Will Stalin rise from the dead? Will Jefferson Davis rise from the dead if we talk about certain subjects? Are you kidding me, Joey? We're living in an insane world. Insane. Tell me where I'm wrong, Joey. Do you disagree with anything that I've said?
Take your pills, Santa.
I can't. I'm too upset. I'm too upset.
I don't know, Santa. I really don't understand what truly, truly to be a peaceable part of this world. And know what I said, peaceable. I didn't say peaceful. And I
Yes.
hope you know the difference between peaceful and peaceable. They're two very important and two very different terms, even used in law. And when used in law, there is a significant difference. Uh, and it's important to fight this system in a peaceable manner. It is the way to get things. It is the only way, Santa, to achieve the goals of a truly free world. I know it sounds crazy, But
Do we
Santa,
need,
all I'm asking for
Joey?
Christmas this year is freedom.
I hate to interrupt you, but do we need a permit to just walk?
Last I checked, it's still totally fine to walk, sir. Yes.
We're not
Santa?
blocking any streets. We're not breaking any laws. And I also want to add, Joey,
Yes.
that there's
Wow.
I
What,
see.
what a
Let me just say this: I see so much hypocrisy out there. I want to go ham on these people. Ham,
mhm.
ham. The Christmas ham. I want to cut it early.
Do you see
I want to
this?
cut the
See,
ham
some
because
people actually think you need a permit to walk, Santa.
what the hell is this going on here?
What is going on? Wow, we get rock bottom.
We put me. You know the killing fields are here, Joey. The killing fields are here. Good God. Oh, permit to walk. Do I need a permit to poo? Can I poo, please? Can I fly my reindeer? Can I do that? Can I wish people a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah? Or whatchamacallit, Kwanzaa? Can I do any of that? Am I allowed? Is it going to
Oh
stir
yeah, because Santa was ready to go running through the streets like a wild chimpanzee.
I am ready to run and say, "What's going on? I'm mad as jingle bells around here. These snotty poos are going. They're driving me nuts, Joey." And like I said, I don't mind the Hebrew Israelites. You can believe General Mayak. And you know what? That stuff's been rubbed from YouTube. Some of the more risky stuff that's happened has been removed. Removed. Unbelievable.
I, as a dedicated researcher, I can say that the internet is practically rendered useless.
Susie
Everything that
Brucey.
is worth researching and that's why everybody's so stupid. They're coming on the internet to find what they think is good information, but as a true researcher with a few years under my St. Nicholas belt, I'm going to just say this: you cannot find the same information you were able to find 8 years ago, 5 years ago. You can't find it. It's all been scrapped.
Mr. Bashai and Susie Bruzy Wojcicki, can you guys free up the internet a little bit for us? Huh? Can we have that? Can we have a Christmas gift? Can we have a Hanukkah gift? Can we have something that we can give to humanity? A world, the World Wide Web. Can we go back to the age of information? Does this have to be the age of censorship and punishment? It's just cruel. There are so many Grinches out there, Joey. So many Grinches.
All I see are Grinches. They're coming out of the woodwork. They're jumping out at us from the ferns. What's going on, Santa?
Wear a mask. Put it on
Everybody's
tighter.
looking for a reason to stop you, Santa.
Yeah, put on a mask. Put it on tighter. If you can breathe, if you can breathe, the mask's not tight enough.
You might want to consider.
Put it on your brain.
You might want to consider bringing a hypodermic needle with you, just as a stage prop.
How about you put a mask on your mouth and a mask over your eyes? You'll be deaf, dumb, and blind. And then put it over your ears, because then you'll be deaf, dumb, and blind. Put a mask all over your body. Just wear a plastic bag and walk around.
Put a mask on your bagel.
Put a mask on your puppy dog. Put a mask on your doggy. Oh, maybe only your dog is able to see things.
Oh, you need a permit to walk, Santa. Here we go. Won't let it go. You need a permit to walk.
For a Christmas parade.
You need a permit to try on new shoes.
Walking. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm walking. I'm walking here. What's going on? I'm going to walk with a sign that says hypocrisy is abuse.
Now, if you were walking around with a jingle and a big bucket that said donations to Santa and his little Jewish elves, I can understand maybe needing a permit. But we're not going to be asking for tips.
People.
Oh my
Stop
God.
abusing people.
Oh,
You're an abuser.
A lot of Grinches. Oh, I see.
Yes, I am jaded because of all of the abuse. Jaded Santa. This isn't the country I used to give toys to. You know, like I said, people used to get married and have kids. Now they're like 40 years old, living with mom and dad, or living on welfare, and you
Santa, I've changed my mind. I think I just want 30 Xanax for Christmas.
know, you know, people just want to be put to sleep. Put me in a coma and wake me up in 30 or 40 years. Maybe bury me. Good God, this world's gone to nothing.
Can you believe that? Santa, you just want to walk, and you're asking other people to walk. It's good for
I
you. It's
need
healthy. It's,
permission.
a, it's an opportunity to talk to other people, be social. And here you have people shouting at you that you can't do it. Even people in our own chat room telling
Santa has
you,
been
get a
outlawed.
permit.
It's a crime. Santa is a criminal now. Are you kidding me? Are you insane? I
In,
can't
in
be a
all
criminal. I'm Santa.
in all of the Christmases since I've met you and we've done a show, in all of the Decembers and Christmases combined, I've never seen so much blowback because of your beard and your attitude. Never has this
You know what?
happened.
You
And
know what? I want to listen. The people don't even want to come in and talk to me because I want to give them. Santa wants to go ham. Santa wants to give tough love, and they don't want to accept it. They only want Santa when he's there to give toys. But now that they're grown adults, they don't want to hear what I have to say. It's outrageous. Outrageous, Joey. I'm tired of it. And again, the hypocrisy on so many levels. Again, we had to wear masks. We had to shut things down. We had protests, and then we had riots throughout the country. Throughout the country.
the
And
first person who can help me and tell me the difference between being peaceful and being peaceable were when the last face mask I ever put on my face. I wore it for about 10 minutes. I almost choked to death.
you
But
almost died. They
first
almost
person
killed
who can define those words and tell me the difference between being peaceable and peaceful.
you. Yeah, I can't even afford coal anymore, Joey. Coal's gone through the roof. Are you kidding me? And you know, these reindeers that run on magic, they're just too depressed.
This
Depression's
is
gone through the roof, Joey.
this
My
is the
elbows are
thinnest,
depressed.
and I wonder why. This is the thinnest Santa I think I've seen in the last 10 years. By the way, he used to be quite bigger.
And Stabby says, is reluctant, says, you're not real. Go to hell. Stabby, go to hell. You've been irrelevant for 30 years. But, like I said, we're doing a walk against the woke. I want to get back to like the Hebrew Israelites. They are, I guess they're technically a hate group, but certain hate groups have more rights than others. And one of the reasons that we're walking against the woke is to walk against hypocrisy. If one form of behavior is bad for one group, it should be bad for everybody. No one should be absolved of moral responsibility.
Well,
And I,
there is a saying. it if the first step in the direction you go is wrong, so too will all further steps. So you really have to take a walk in the right direction with balance and purpose, and not fake it. How hard is that, Santa? How hard is it to not fake it for once?
how hard is it not to? Joey, is there anything to add before we end this? Walk against the woke, December 3rd. Everywhere, anywhere in America you want to walk, you want to speak out, carry a sign. This is about our rights as human beings. Big business, big government has been telling us what to do. We want to walk against it. Woke used to mean being aware of injustice. Well, we're aware of injustice, and it's not what the injustice you think. You're the one that's unjust. You're the oppressor. You're the villain in this movie, and we're here to make sure that everybody knows. We want the whole world watching. The whole world's watching. Joey, anything to add before we call this? Do I have to get a permit?
Yes, get a permit. Whatever. Shut up.
All right. Joey, is there anything to add before I call this show a day?
I think we are ready. Thank you for listening, Political Angela and Pia Stinky. We really appreciate you too. And come back for more transparency and merit. That's about it, Brian. Santa Claus is the ultimate insurance policy. Your last words, sir.
Again, my last words are walk against the woke December 3rd. Bring your walking shoes, bring your voice, bring your sign. And this movement's hopefully only gonna grow. Hypocrisy is abuse. It is abuse.
Listen, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, of the seed of Abraham. I ain't no Egyptian, I ain't no Muslim, I ain't no Kabbalist, and I definitely ain't no African. Why you born up in Islam? You ain't Arab, you're a Hebrew. Man, it's getting crazy everywhere I look. I see you. Some of y'all say you Egyptian, you can't read the hieroglyphics, you don't know what they really say.
Like and subscribe.
Just believe in what you heard was
What's
right.
that, Santa? Are you drunk?
And I'm an Israelite when